Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Instant Microbiology and Biotechnology, and today we will discuss about poliovirus. Poliovirus generally create a disease that is called polio disease, and this virus is very susceptible towards the children at the age of 5 to 6. It is also known as poliomyelitis. Polio stands for poliovirus, myel stands for spinal cord, and itis stands for inflammation. So when this virus attack, we got inflammation especially at our spinal cord, and that again leads to nerve injury. The symptoms are like inflammation in spinal cord, paralysis, brainstem, muscle weakness, and sometimes it leads to death also. Previously, in 1855 and 1870, a grey material was observed in the spinal cord, and after observing this, they named it as poliomyelitis, because in Greek, polio means grey and myelos means spinal cord. And till date, three types of poliovirus has been seen that infect the human, that is Brunhilde, that is type 1, Lansing, that is type 2, Lyon, that is type 3. Basically, it transmits from the infected person through water, soil, now through different type of insects or poor hygienic. So what are the taxonomy and structures? Basically, it is categorized into group 4, and the order is Picorna virilis, and the family is Picorna viridii, and genus is Enterovirus, and species Enterovirus C, and subfamily obviously poliovirus. It generally invade intestine, and it is made up of single stranded positive sense RNA, about having 7500 nucleic acids, and this virus is protected with a protein coat named as capsid. The diameter is 30 nanometer and symmetry is icosahedral. There are some important proteins that contribute to poliovirus named as 3D pol. This is basically a RNA dependent RNA polymerase, 2A, 3C, 3D protease that cleave the viral polypeptide, VPG that binds viral RNA and it's required for the synthesis of RNA, 2BC, 3AB. These are the protein complex that is needed for the structure. Then VPO, the proteins of the viral capsid. As I have mentioned, the main pathway for spreading of this disease is your food and feed and poor hygienic. When the transmission occurs, then next is replication. So for the replication, the virus need a organ. So basically it targets the intestine, and when it replicates, it needs the genetic material, that is RNA, and the other peptides and proteins. So how it enters to the body and replicate? Let's see. First, this virus enters to the intestine, and there in the mucosal layer is present, where it provides a receptor for the attachment, and from this attachment this poliovirus transfer the genetic material. Now after transferring the genetic material inside the intestine, this genetic material makes a copy of it. How it makes the copy? By RNA dependent RNA polymerase. Then obviously after getting the RNA, it will try to make the proteins that is needed for it. By hijacking the ribosome, the host ribosome, it will produce the proteins. Then the combined genetic material and proteins will form new virus. Okay, and this new virus, then it will enter to the bloodstream and lymph. When this enters to the bloodstream, lymph and stream, then it targets the motor neuron. This virus targets to motor neuron, and this activates the monocytes and macrophages and neutrophils. Obviously, if all this monocytes, macrophages, neutrophils will comes to that point, it will create inflammation. So this motor neuron is connected to our spinal cord, and this inflammation obviously will be leading to attack to the spinal cord. So basically in this way our poliovirus enters to our body and replicate and then targets to different part of our body. Then there are different type of vaccines has been developed so that we will be protected. Some of them I am telling here. IPV, that is inactivated polio vaccine. OPV, oral polio vaccine. So basically OPV is recommended these days, and but based upon the age doctors prescribe what type of vaccine we should take. And this why vaccine is needed and how we form this vaccine, that I will discuss in my next class. This polio vaccine generally keeps the spinal cord and bones very healthy, and some poliovirus receptors, that is PVR, are also plays major role for this infection. So what are the symptoms? I have also discussed in my previous slide. So broadly we have divided into two types, that is paralytic polio and nanoparalytic polio. In the paralytic polio, the loss of reflexes, severe muscle ache, weakness, loss and fluffiness in the limbs is visible. But in nanoparalytic polio, fever, headache, sore throat, vomiting, fatigue, back pain, muscle ache and weakness, all these things generally observed. So these are the basis of poliovirus. In detail, the pathogenicity and what type of receptor are using and how this vaccine have been developed, that I will discuss in my next video. So if you like my channel, kindly stay tuned with me and to give a thumbs up to my channel, that is Instant Microbiology and Biotechnology. Thank you so much.